Let's go. Brian Rondo Show, episode 14. We back. You know, brought to you by me, Brian Rondo, of course. To my right, that's my twin brother. We got the same birthday, but we not really twins. So it's just a birthday twin. I call him my boy AP in the building. Give us a man. They back.
Thank you for having us again, bro.
They back.
Went crazy last time.
This one is different now. Cause to his right, you know, we call him Media Rob for a reason, yo. He gonna give you the gems. We gonna talk about a lot, cause this is a couple videos that I'm like, yo, but give it up to Media Rob, man.
Glad to be back.
Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me back, Word. It was a lot going on in that first episode, yo.
Last time, yeah.
Where y'all want to start off, though? We could go Mag, Hove. We could go basketball, sports, music, entertainment, movies. Y'all name it. Where you want me to start? Y'all want me to kick it off?
Yeah, kick it off.
So we're gonna jump right into music, because music has been kicking us, yo. There's a lot of things heating up. You know, May is a very important month for two reasons. Two are the biggest artists in history are dropping. You know, we're going to shout out Chris Brown first. He's dropping next week, May 8th, you know. Yes. Brown, the album, wow. Every song he has dropped so far, it just there, you know. And then the boy, Iceman. I think this album right here has been the biggest anticipated album in music history. I think it's bigger than Thriller as far as anticipation-wise.
This guy's gonna jump into
as far as anticipation-wise, we never seen somebody waiting for an album this long.
Because I live in these times, yes. I wasn't around for Thriller, so we don't know, right? We always gotta remember these things.
And I'm gonna talk about the movie later.
But I agree. I think this is very highly anticipated. Obviously, you know, Drake coming off the beef and everything like that. People putting some stain on his name and saying he don't got it, which I never subscribed to, right?
Right.
I told you this before.
Yeah.
So, but I think he delivers for sure. I think he delivers, and I can't wait because I'm sure we'll be back for that. So when we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. But I think for sure he's gonna do his thing when it comes to, you know, the Iceman album.
Yo, what you think?
I mean, rollouts are happening currently. We saw what he did recently with the whole iceberg and stuff like that, and then the clips he was rolling around to end the year last year to build anticipation for it. Yeah, I think he's gonna deliver. I feel like he's gonna give everybody what they want to hear.
Okay.
I just don't know to what extent he's gonna give
the rapping
each
part?
like rapping, R&B, how he's gonna like sequence the album in terms of that, and how many songs we should expect. That I'm not really too sure on, but I feel like he's gonna deliver.
They keep saying there's a red button that he's willing to tap on this album.
Okay.
I'm just going by what the clips are saying. Drake's team is saying. They saying he's gonna touch that red button. What do you think that's meaning? What do you think is going to happen? You think he's going to deliver what people been wanting him to say? The behind the scenes after that 2-year mark with Kendrick.
Yeah.
Label situation, lawsuits.
Yeah, I think he's going to...
Or you think he's going to be petty enough jabbing artists, you know?
It's going to be a mix of both. Personally, if I was in his camp, I wouldn't really address that because it's already like... The ink is dry, bro. It's like it's spilled milk already. Like it happened, right? So... Yeah. But I get it, you know, as an artist, you use that channel to communicate with your fans and kind of the landscape of music to share where you've been since that. Because since Kendrick's did what he did, you know, it's been the Grammys, the Super Bowl, right? And we've just seen Drake take a back seat. And I'm sure during that time, you know, he still felt some way. So this is him post that, still addressing it, which is cool. But if he keeps it alive, I don't want to see that. Like, I think I'm ready for the next phase of Drake, because I seen him do it with Pusha. When the whole thing with Pusha happened, he kind of like moved on. He would throw shots here and there and respond because between them two, you know, subliminally. But I think we still got great music during those times, and it wasn't a black cloud over his head,
right?
Like, because he didn't allow that to happen. That's just me though. That's how I view things. Like, I don't know how y'all view it, but that's just my perspective.
I need Drake to smoke all these rappers. And what I mean by that is,
so push the button. You want him to push that button? That's what you're saying.
He has to push that button this album. Okay. And the reason I'm saying he has to push that button this album is for two reasons. The disrespect that he's been dealing with for the past 2 years has been insane. Yes, we know what happened. We know what Not Like Us did. But let's not forget who we talking about. We're talking about the greatest artist. After that Mike movie, it may change. But we're talking about the greatest artist to ever make music. Okay. Hands down. I know people love
not just
the Mike.
Tom, you're saying like,
hands down. I seen the Mike movie and I seen what he did. But we're talking about a man for 20 years. You got to think about this. Let's go slow. 10 years ago was Views, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And what that did?
It was, a lot of people didn't They critiqued it
At first.
At first.
And then it became one of the greatest albums, right? Now,
Replay value.
10 years later, we're still waiting for one of the biggest albums in music history. We still waiting. Just the anticipation. I don't know if it's because he knows how to do it.
Yeah.
But we're still waiting. And I think he has to deliver in a sense. Push that red button. We want everything that you've been thinking of for the past 2 years. That's just what I think.
Okay.
It's just like the Mike movie. I don't know if y'all see it yet. We talk about keep comparing it back to Mike because of how that movie just changed my mind. For
impact, right?
You gotta realize with Mike, everything he did was just him going out to the concert like this, just looking.
Things stopped, literally.
Yes.
He got that impact.
And that's how it connects to the boy. May 15th. Yes, May 15th. When 12 a.m. hits, the world will stop.
I mean, he has that impact.
It's Iceman for a reason. I think he's cold. I know y'all say, oh, King for Drake. Iceman for a reason. I think something nice has happened. I can't wait.
I'm with you there. You ain't gonna hear much disagree. Again, to everyone, even from last time, I love Drake, bro. But I love hip hop more. So I'm subjective, bro. Like I could walk and chew gum, right? As they say. So I'm gonna call it how it is. So if this project that I believe to be awesome when it comes out and deliver, if it's not that, or I do have any grievances, I will share that. But it's just because of the passion I have for music and hip hop. Like I have all these type of conversations after I hoop in the barbershop, outside of any social circles, right? Like I have these. So it's just me sharing my perspective because I listen to music all day, bro.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love having these conversations with you, my brother, etc. Those out there that I'm super cool with, because it's like music, it comes in waves, bro. So we're able to one day catch something, one day hear this, hear that, which I anticipate. That's what I look most forward to when his album drops on the 15th. Like catching them nuances, catching them bars. Oh, what song did he curate this time that reminds you of on Views, on Thank Me Later, on For All the Dogs, right? Like, oh, where he went here, that's what I love about Drake. When he get in that bag, woof, it get crazy.
And we're gonna pivot in a bit, but I want to know, what do you think? Do y'all really care about the numbers? First week I'm talking about. Do you care?
I personally never cared about that because I listen to people. I mean, we've had this conversation.
Yeah.
Like I listen to people who, in the grand scheme of things, don't drop high numbers, but they put out great product. Because I see it in person, right? I mean, this. I go to like events and things like that, so I see the tangible where you could touch your fans, speak to your fans, the product, the vinyl, like. I like that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like numbers and all that, I think that's for the business facing side of things, right? Like the label, things like that. But I think when you in someone like Drake's shoes, and maybe I shouldn't say this. I was gonna say the numbers don't matter, but that I would just be blindsided by saying that, right? Like what I'm saying is like, I don't think you should lead with that. I think you should lead with the creative aspect of things. Because we know you're gonna deliver if you just focus on that. You know what I mean? Like when you start looking at the numbers, you start doing things out of order. I've seen artists make that mistake plenty of times, bro. When it's like, yo, do what made us love you in today's version.
Right. And maybe that's why he got himself to what he got himself into in that battle, because that was part of it too. Well, she thought he was untouchable until the label aspect, all that extra stuff came along.
I hear what y'all saying, and I understand y'all. The music gonna speak for itself.
Yeah,
the numbers is gonna matter when this album drop. I'm gonna tell you for two. They've been saying Drake has been declining. I don't think so, because if we still waiting for him to drop like that, and there's nobody in, I think the number's gonna show whether that label situation is still playing a role, or he outmastered everyone in a sense. I think he's gonna sell.
Time probably will tell. Time will probably tell.
I'm not gonna say 1 million copies first week.
Let's do numbers.
He's going.
Let's do numbers.
Drake, Iceman, May 15, first week. After that, I'm going with 600,000 or more first week.
That's high.
Just because of the anticipation. What y'all think?
I got 285.
Really?
Minimum. I'll give you a minimum maximum. 285 minimum, maximum 410.
I love the 410. 285.
Just and it's no slight.
No single?
We haven't heard it.
Okay, so
we still got time, right? But we haven't heard it. We haven't heard it yet.
You think he needs to deliver a single?
We're in the month of the album. We haven't heard anything yet.
I'm gonna stay with 600 because of the anticipation. and then he might do some. All these artists create stuff different,
and he's good at
him. Yeah,
maybe 300 ballpark, 350, like first week, and then it's probably gonna go up after that. Obviously,
is that Drake's lowest then?
Possibly.
We'll have to look that up.
I don't know.
I look that up, but I'm going with 600 better.
I haven't heard a single. I haven't heard.
So you think
we would have had a single by now? If that would have been the 600 mark, I think ballpark.
Because think of the albums that went high so far this year. We got Cole's album,
he did
good.
He did what 3 something?
He did well, really well.
He did 253
he
something?
Really well, and that album was anticipated.
So if he did more than you think the boy could get 600?
If we get the bangers, if we get the...
So you think that he needed... I don't want to hear a lady single. Because they're going to judge it and that might throw his album sales off. I want to hear him surprise us.
But then
the
also,
whole album.
We have to factor in the label situation. Where do they stand at today? Because a lot of it, Drake is awesome. He's great.
Got to get that push.
That push, bro. Where does that push lie in 2026?
For him,
right?
I think that, to be honest, you want my personal opinion?
After the whole court situation.
I think that court is settled behind the scenes.
Word? That's not far-fetched.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see when the album drop. But I think I want to read when his album come out, the label situation. Unless this is his last album and he's gone. But I think behind the scenes they clear something up for the.
What is he? OVO Republic, right? I believe so.
Yeah.
It's like OVO
something like that. But I think it cleared up behind the scenes. I think they're not gonna talk about it out there. It's Drake, so they gotta play. And the label, they got to play right to make the make sense, for numbers to make sense. So, we see. But you're right, that label, and he's on Republic.
285, 410, that's my range.
I'm going 600 and better, just because of the anticipation. 3 years.
So that means it's barely going to be skips on it. That's what you're saying. That means he's 600 or more.
That means he's selling physicals as well. A lot got to come into play, because that's what I'm saying. We have to look at who's, and I would say last 2 years, who sold a lot. The first person that comes to mind is Cole this year. Like, I know he did really well.
I'll cue it up for you right now.
And then that was first week. I know he did solid.
Okay, so it's saying J. Cole did for the fall off.
Which was highly anticipated, right? So that's why I bring it up.
They saying he did 290,000.
Close to 3.
Which is great in this climate, in this era. Like, no one does numbers like that unless you're like the Scissors of the Worlds, the Kendricks, the Drakes, etc.
But I think Drake gonna hit the 600. If not 550. 550 is my lowest. I'm not going lower
more than 3 then. It's possible.
Okay. We see. We'll be back. We'll let you know. We'll let you know. Iceman, May 15. I can't wait.
So no single.
I don't need it. I want to surprise the world.
Yeah, surprise the world. Okay.
We don't need a hotline bling and make us wait 6 months. Surprises. Let us know what you've been thinking besides that.
Yeah.
Who's next? Oh, Breezy. I know we talked about it a little bit. Breezy.
I love what
I've been loving everything he's been doing leading up to this album. He don't stop working, yo.
No, he don't.
Stop. He was just on tour.
Yo, Chris Brown. I want to know what goes on in your brain. Like, how do you do flips for 9 hours and then be in the studio 24 hours to then go drop again after the summer Breezy?
Be a parent.
And then be a parent and go back.
Pop out. Because he pops out in these cities.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Breezy.
Be careful this summer. If you be careful this summer.
Yo, you're dangerous, Breezy. I don't know what you do in that $80 million house more than that, $100 million house you got in LA. Yo, boy, your brain just works differently as far as music, like his creativity.
For sure.
They saying, y'all heard what they were saying with this last song, Falling Off?
Yeah.
How he makes repetitive music and now he's trying to copy sinners. Y'all believe in that? Or you think he just makes it look good? You think he makes the same old song?
No, I don't think that. But he unfortunately, he gets hate. But creativity, nah. I think Chris Brown's delivers. He's there, and he feeds his people. Like, the thing with Chris Brown is he drops such a high, and I'm talking to Breezy fans next to me, so you guys know. But he drops a lot of volume, right? That means a lot of songs. So if you just hear the singles or you just hear the mainstream records,
the radio records,
but if you decipher, which people don't do these days with albums, if you decipher and you go through, you have the time to go through his catalog and his album that he dropped, he's giving you a little bit of everything, because people always forget, like, R&B is to the core. Like, he comes from that school, right? Of R&B. He just does it in his way, and then he has the dancing aspect to it, the live shows, right? He loves the hip hop stuff, which he used to do with Tiger back in the day, right? So he loves music. So the element in which he works, he feeds kind of like not the same as Drake, but he feeds people. So, but if you just hear certain records, you're just like, oh yeah, he makes the same kind of music. Like I feel like artists always, that's like an easy cop out to say about artists.
Yeah, they always say that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like we talking about Chris Brown, who has millions of records out here, bro.
And he passed a lot of the greats.
You know what I'm saying?
That, we don't want to say because he won't say it. Yeah. So I'm not gonna say it no more. But y'all know how I feel where he at.
Of course. But what I love is between the Breezy Bowl, the recent tours, his album, like the last 4 or 5 years, I think people are coming along and giving him his flowers, and I love that because I'm like, yo, like he's buying into it. You know what I mean? He could be bitter. He could be one of those artists, rightfully so. You know, saying like, hey, you know, like,
right.
But nah, he feeds his fans. Bro, you got to give him credit for the meet and greets. He revamped that. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you're an artist and you doing these things, lead with that and focus on that because energy is contagious, bro. Like you don't want to be giving energy to the wrong things.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he's getting his flowers. So if he don't ever touch that Super Bowl stage, cool. We know how great he is and he's doing amazing things out. And that tour is gonna go crazy, bro. Like
this tour may be his Super Bowl. Like now that you think of it,
man, Usher.
Like, I think after this tour, I think he getting in that Super Bowl.
Wow.
Whoever is playing a role from stopping Breezy on that
the powers that
Super
be,
Bowl.
man. I'm telling you, I doubt it.
Y'all better think
currently
this too.
as it is constructed.
And speaking about the tour,
Mm-hmm.
who's coming out first?
Ooh.
Usher, Chris Brown.
If I was
called a Raymond and Brown tour. Y'all better put Usher first.
I think it's gonna be go by cities. To be honest,
you think one night is going?
Yeah, they go alternate. Yeah,
I think they're not gonna do that at all.
Somebody's gonna be an opener. Somebody's gonna close.
Usher gotta be the opener. No disrespect.
He has to be. I don't know if he has
Usher
to be.
gotta be the opener. Chris Brown can perform for 3.5 hours.
It depends who you ask.
The only way I see that.
wait, hold on.
What he's saying?
Yes,
hold on, what do you think?
Nah, go ahead, Miz.
Let me. I think the only way I see that happening is because of the video with Leon Thomas. I just saw Tank and Usher Raymond was both in it, so I can see it could be like a passing of the torch, like it was in that music video. So that's the only way it makes sense now. But before that video, I wouldn't agree with that.
Okay,
that's the only reason why. After I saw the video yesterday,
I seen the video. I didn't think about that.
Usher and Tank was both in it, like playing a role, doing the choreography or whatever.
I think it would be dope if they alternate, because I know like Usher, like in Vegas, I know he has he had the residency, so like he would ring off their. If they're doing I think they're doing 2 shows in Jersey, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe you can alternate that, right? Like maybe one night Chris Brown closes, the other night Usher closes, because in New York, New Jersey. CT to Eastern, like our demo is like people with
wide range,
like who are fans of his and Usher's from our age range and up. You know, we have colleagues of these ages, so it's like it depends who you ask, right? Like they know Chris Brown, but they may not know his catalog like how you two guys know it, right? Because they're more into Usher. Like they grew up with that same allure you guys have for Chris Brown.
They have for Usher.
They have for Usher because they've seen him come up, be that young guy on the scene, on the R&B scene, to the man he is today, which we're watching now with Chris Brown, right? So. It really depends. I think either or. Like if you go to that show, you're gonna have a great time. I'm telling you right now.
No disrespect to you, Usher. If you come out and one of them August 8th, 9th, let me know the day that you're gonna close the show, because I'm gonna go on the opposite day. Because I want to see Breezy close that show for 3.5 hours. I want to see Usher perform all the hits that he got in an hour and a half. Them next 3 hours, they're not gonna do a 4-hour show, but the next 2 hours, give it a Breezy to close it out. It's just because of what I seen last year. He has too much body, too much songs.
Yeah.
Imagine they do like a 4-hour show. We gonna see.
Yeah, we're producing that behind that. Got a tough job.
Oh my God!
But I think what's awesome about Chris Brown, he respects the craft.
Fact.
So I could see him definitely.
Both of them.
Yeah. No, of course, goes to say, but I don't think Chris Brown gets enough credit for that.
Yeah.
But like, because again, he's so popular and in the now. Like people, I think forget. Like he pays a lot of homage, like
right to the
with
great
the real writers, with the real R&B singers, the vocalists, like, which is why he gives you such a great show. That's why you see people behind the scenes speak highly of him that are in the industry, like the real, again, the writers, the vocalists, the people who really produce and live and die about this music shit, because they're like, yo, you so talented, bro. You don't gotta come back and come down to come get us.
Right.
But he does that, so that's why I fuck with Chris Brown, bro. Like He's awesome. So if he closes, hey, I ain't mad at it. Like
we see. And closing, we gonna keep y'all updated though. But yo, shout out to you both legends. Yo, what y'all about to do this summer is gonna be insane.
A lot of shows. Well, let's stay there though. With just shows in general. Yo, everybody going on tour.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're gonna try to break out pockets.
What? How do you? We got
Hove,
Chris Brown
and
Cole.
Don Toliver.
Don Toliver.
Wale, yeah.
I look up Lupe Fiasco's having his 10th anniversary in June.
You see all these people with shows,
of Food and Liquor. It's just like,
but not y'all artists bugging with prices because you know it's the game. Ticketmaster, Game Time is a little flexible.
Yeah,
y'all bugging with these prices. Thank God they about to make a law. I heard that you can't overprice a certain amount. Like they started in Canada, but we see with that one too, though. Yo.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
I can't wait though. I'll be touring this summer.
Yeah.
I'll be the artist. All these tours.
You're gonna be in attendance.
How do you pick? Let's say you had one tour to go. Let's say all these shows was in the span of 3 days. How do you pick what show you go to and why? Give me the real reason why you picked this show versus that one.
Oh no, Chris Brown show hands down is the first thing.
It's your first thing?
No, but that's not the first. I'm gonna go to Cole's tour, but if I was to pick, Chris Brown, 3.5 hours nonstop performing, creativity. Like a lot of these performers are just gonna be on a mic. Chris Brown's dancing, performing, bringing out people.
What else?
The underlying factors. I'm teams. Oh my God! I think Breezy brings out the prettiest women in the world that night, yo. Wow, that's why I say Breezy's tour is the best to me that I've gone to.
Oh, that's the best show you ever been to? Ever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never been to a Chris Brown show, but I'm sure I will in the future because I go to shows and a lot of.
And they tell me Beyonce, Bruno Mars, and Kanye is up there.
I've heard that.
That boy is different.
I've heard that.
And just that vibe, like.
I mean, you'll pick by if you haven't been to one or if you really like that artist's music, their catalog, things of that nature, or how that person moves. Those are some factors, I guess. But there's a lot to choose from, so spend your money wisely. I would say.
If you get out to any of these shows, go, man. Because I tell people all the time, live shows is where it's at, bro. You'll meet your tribe there. You'll meet the folks that like what you like there, and you'll be surprised. Like I got some good friends now that I've met on shows, live shows, live events. It's nothing like it, bro. And plus, you get to see the artists and the music you feel and the music that you listen to. You get to see it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you go. Yeah.
More music. What else going on in music? Y'all heard about what Jigga said?
Yeah.
You want me to play the cue or y'all heard that already?
You can play.
Oh, man, I didn't like refresher. Jigga.
This is twice now.
This is 30 years, Jigga. Don't be aiming at listening.
Fight against the future. Future's coming. Artists, they were trying to recreate something that was already done, but they're not connected to it like that. They're not living it and breathing it. They were fighting.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Hold on. My bad. But and what Jigga was saying in his video is if you're trying to make young music and you're not young, it's gonna be addicted to people and people could feel that. So
people all the time, never fight against the future. Future's coming. Artists, they were trying to recreate something that was already done, but they're not connected to it like that. They're not living it and breathing it. They were fighting against gravity as opposed to telling their story. We needed that.
Okay, I get it though. He's trying to basically say the people that are 40 and above still making young music, people are not gonna feel like that. Y'all agree with that? Who is he talking about? Y'all know who I think he's talking about. Y'all know I'm messy like that. Every move Hov make is calculated, especially when he got a lot of people he got to handle. So he's talking about once again the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
He's talking about Drizzy Drake in his
That's
video.
what you took from there?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's either Drizzy Drake, Future, or Kanye West. 40 people that are 40 years old still making music for the young crowd. When he mentioned the clips, that's an older
different demo.
Yes. So
all right, I see
I think he's still talking about the boy Drake.
You think so?
Absolutely.
So you think
he has an album that's gonna explain it too, on the way.
He's
very calculated.
Okay. Well, what I took from it, because he's been in the music game so long, so he's seen a trajectory of artists, right? He's seen guys come and go, people come and go, right? So I don't think necessarily he was taking a shot at Drake, but I'm not mad at you for saying that. Because once I thought about it, I can see where one would come up with that, that conclusion. Like, okay, well, what you mean by that? Because the talk around Drake, some of the discourse has been like, yo, you're not making music that is showing you as you grow as an artist. You're kind of like getting whoever is hot, right? The Yeats of the world, Even we've seen Playboy Cardi and him make a song, right? The Little Uzi song that never came out. You know, other artists, right? And those songs don't stick. Versus like songs in the past that he would drop that did stick. So, but again, one can argue though, is it because he's working with new flavor, right? If that's not sticking, or is it because he don't got the label backing, or is it because we don't hear enough 40 in the mix, right? It could be a multitude of things. Could it be that the music landscape is now more wide range, right? That where we hear different artists now. It's just not Drake in the lane. He's
dominating.
Yeah, he holds such, you know, space space in the space, right? But it's other things to listen to. So I think I don't think necessarily he was throwing a shot at Drake, but if you say he was, I'm not mad at that.
Okay, what you think, Ron?
Yeah, like that's
I
You don't think there's nothing messy in that?
excuse me. I don't think necessarily he was coming at Drake, but obviously everybody's gonna go to that because that's the obvious.
Why?
I mean, because she's thrown shots at him in the past. Subliminally,
they've had a lingering,
right?
It's calculated, yo.
And we don't hear much from him. So when you do, it's kind of like,
yo. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What artist besides Drake has been making music for young crowd? I said Future and Kanye West. What other artists?
That is in that
could
age
be
range?
mentioned. Yes, 40 and above.
That could be mentioned. No, I'm with you. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you.
And
Those three could be the ones. I would say especially Drake and Future, but I just think they make vibe. They just make good vibes. So it's like, if you want artists, I would want that. I would want to be able to touch from 18 to 45 and up, like, because that demo, because it's like music is universal. So if you're a successful artist, like you want that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if Hov is throwing a shot, like, it's not really a shot, because if you're an artist, you would want to garner that rep, right? That you could deliver through the masses.
You get to hear from him, like, his
you know
take,
what I'm
like,
saying?
okay.
Because artists struggle either when they're younger trying to connect with older folks, or when you're older trying to relive maybe your glory days when you were younger. So if you in that middle space where you could connect with folks, oh, you're great. So I would never think that's a slight if that's what was Hov's intent there.
Well, I think Hov every move he make is calculated, just like what he's doing his 30 years. So we gonna make here a shot. Please, Hov, drop that album.
You think it's coming, the album? I asked somebody this the other day, and they told me, yeah.
There's something on the way. It's 30 years from 1996 to 2026. Hov is so calculated. I've been a greatest rapper for 30 years straight. Don't compare me to that boy. He gonna throw.
Oh, you think got that? You think got that itch, bro?
Yo,
I don't know. Like,
I'm telling you, it's something.
I think he got that itch.
There's no way he gonna just go on tour and just perform, and that's it. We never see.
Yeah, I think he got that itch to. Because he's only getting in the booth and dropping some.
But what comes next, though? That's
to.
what I'm saying. Like, what comes next?
What comes next?
Yeah, like...
How have you been feeling these last 11 years since you dropped your previous album? Yeah. Think about it. Hov's been in he's always in the limelight, but he's been on media about lawsuits. People still diss him like Dame and stuff. So, you know, he hears that. I don't care what nobody tells me.
The underlining...
be on the media if he don't got the media and hears certain things. And want to talk about
the behind the scenes things with me, J. Cole, where they at these days.
There you go, like
the NFL stuff, right? Him controlling the Super Bowl, and then there's always controversy, like with the whole Wayne Super Bowl, you know, and then stuff with Nicki, right? We've seen shots taken at his character, or things lingered, and he's never gonna come out and talk about it.
Thank you,
right? Because even with last time when we spoke about the J. Cole stuff, he's so great at this. He's been at it for years, so he knew how to, but. What I love again though about that is though if he's gonna speak about it, it's gonna be through the music.
And that's what I love.
Because when he went through the stuff with Dame, if you listen to Blueprint 3, he's talking about all that. When you heard what we talking about, like you hear it. He'll never come out and say it because he don't live through that. But in the music, I love when artists do that. That's one of the things I love about Drake. When he gets on that vibe, oh yeah, he talking. But you know, different strokes.
I'm not saying he's not capable of it. I just want to know into what effect or what sound will he actually give us.
I think we might.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
I think we might get a takeover beat from Hov and 10 a.m. in the embassy at Toronto. This year.
Timestamp records, please.
Timestamp records.
Yo, Drizzy, please bring that back.
Records.
That's what he needs to get back to.
I can't wait until you deliver that project. I know you're not gonna tell us when the album's coming.
Of course.
But I think in this 30-year mark, I just been seeing it with him, the way he's dropping like latest single from 30 years ago, all that.
The vinyls.
There's
and
like
stuff
something.
Like that.
There's like something. Even if it's 4 songs coming, I think Hov is gonna drop music. If not, I'll be in shock.
You being
If
shocked?
he's just gonna go on tour and that's it, we'll never hear from him
Yeah.
again. But enough of Hov and Drake. I'm gonna get into the Meg situation. Meg and Clay.
Try to get messy.
Oh man, no. Who was messy was this podcaster from London. Y'all wanna hear what she said?
Yeah.
We didn't know Klay Thompson before Meg Thee Stallion. We didn't know Stephon Diggs before Cardi B. And while these guys have more money than these girls have social and global influence. Meg Thee Stallion made Klay a global star, whether he wants to admit it or not. These men like to use these women for come-ups and for social status because, like, don't ever get it twisted, girls. Social currency is still a currency. If you are well known in your circle and you are well respected, a guy can use that for a social come-up because being with you makes him look good.
What do y'all think about that? You think Meg made Clay? Game 6 Clay? That's what y'all telling me? Y'all think Meg made him? Huh, AP? I see you thinking hard a little bit.
No, I disagree with her take. I don't think that was a thing. I think she was who she was before it, and he was who he was before it. I mean, did people get familiar with him through that? Yeah, I mean that happens with any because he's an athlete, right? And then she's in the music space. But as we know Clay to be, he's been kind of quiet
Reserved
through the masses, right? Like we watch sports here, right? So most athletes are quiet unless they're either outside or there's a story behind them.
Right.
Clay has been pretty clean in the media up until this point, I guess, if you want to, right? He's been clean because he's been a part of a great organization.
Mm-hmm.
He's won championships. He's broken records. He's
household where he comes
household, yeah, like even where he comes from, right? So, yeah, saying that is I think is a reach because it's like, I mean, okay, like
I think she.
I don't think that's I don't want to speak for I don't want to speak on their situation. I don't really do that, but if we're just talking about the clip you played, like no, I think she's totally wrong. Like no, we knew who Klay Thompson was. Like we knew who he was. You didn't know who he was, so you have a platform, so you're saying that. No, but you're speaking for like, oh no, this is his intent. Like no, I disagree.
Yeah, that doesn't imply here.
Yeah, I don't think.
No disrespect to you, Meg. I can't name more than more than 5 songs of Megan Thee Stallion. I can name you 5 historic moments Klay Thompson has had in the NBA. And the reason I'm saying that is because when it comes to Meg, it's not Meg really doing it. It's the team behind. She has one of the greatest teams as far as people backing her. And we're not going to see it like that. But as far as that podcaster saying that and Meg really supporting that, because you know Meg agree with that, especially when she found out that Klay cheated. You know, I think Klay has had, let me say the words correctly, a better impact in his craft than Meg has had in music, in her craft. As far as, they both made it, of course. We're not, no doubt about it, they made it. But I think Klay has had a bigger impact as far as games and stuff like that.
Okay, I mean,
because you compare the games to albums.
Yeah, I can't.
In terms of like, if you're trying to.
I don't know if that's fair though.
No, it's not fair. I don't know if that's fair. I'm just going by what she's saying.
Yeah, her career's still going.
I'm just going by.
No, I get it. I know you're not throwing this. Like, yeah. You're just.
I just think that part. As far as the cheating though, Meg, come on, baby girl. Yeah, they didn't even have a year in. I feel bad for Meg because every time we hear Meg, it's something about like her private relationship life. But this time, she brought it out there as far as him cheating or you see certain things you just keep to yourself or holding it in. Once you put that in there, you're going to get people like me or others to have an opinion. I think Meg got to chill a little bit as far as rushing to certain things because Splash Brother Clay is not to be played with. I know we don't hear from him like a lot. You know, he's not messy, but he's a Splash Brother.
Right, for a reason.
So that's just my take on that part. I just wanted to talk about that podcaster that did that.
That doesn't imply what she was saying.
Yeah, it doesn't apply. They're both awesome in what they do.
No, of course.
They're great at what they do. Yeah. And
both made it out.
They had a time. It didn't work out. And, you know, prayers to both.
Yeah. Thoughts and prayers. Literally.
Thoughts and prayers. That's all we can say.
That's all we can say.
Want to get into sports?
Yeah.
You want to talk about some sports?
Yeah.
What about them Knicks?
That was a great win.
That was a great win?
That was a great win.
Y'all like them Knicks?
Got in, got some wings. Magic City, we out of it.
Wow.
Just like that.
In and out.
50 ball, bro.
Wow.
I was in the gym. I looked at the score. I'm like, nah, this can't be
Knicks
real.
confuse me sometimes.
Why you say that?
You see how they play
Like Jekyll and Hyde.
Like you can't predict how they come in sometimes.
Yeah.
You see how they would take. I thought they should have sweep the Atlanta Hawks.
Atlanta Hawks.
I think they should have swept them. But you see in that game 3, how they lost that game.
Yes.
It's like you can't. Like, what's up, Knicks? You had to get it out the way, get some rest. But they bounced back though, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6.
Hopefully, we can get to see that Knicks versus Celtics. I keep y'all posting that.
That's tonight.
It happened last year.
That Celtics scare me, yo. JT scare me a little bit. I've been hearing he shouldn't be playing.
Yeah, well, we got to see if they even advance past Philly because
Philly's getting a tough out.
Philly's a tough out. I think they figured it out with Embiid. I just don't know if I'm ready to trust Philly yet because like sometimes Embiid like.
Yeah, liability.
Yes, and he's been. What I'm impressed most about is how he's been mobile on the court, which I love because he's had a bunch of injuries, bro. So it's like to see him out there be effective. I mean, let's not forget he was the MVP of this league, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and then with Maxey, Edgecombe, even PG turned back the clock the other day. They won because of him.
Man,
I give credit where it's due, bro.
It's a team effort.
I give credit where it's due. That was awesome of them, but we got to see, bro, because
they're on the road.
Boston's been a champion.
Yeah,
they've been I disrespect them. Game 7 at TD Garden, bro.
Yeah.
That's the only evidence I'm giving them today. But they were at home at Game 5.
They were.
But the
and
momentum,
this is Game 7, though.
Yeah.
Game for all the marbles.
Yeah.
The stakes are high.
If I'm going to put pressure right here. If JT, Jaylen Brown loses game here, that dynamic duo got to go.
Even after he just got back in February.
I'm saying that pressure right there, you can't get bumped out like Denver Nuggets did tonight. JT.
Do you say that because they were up in the series, or do you say that because things changed when JT came back?
I'm trying to think how owners think. What is it gonna take for you guys to seal the deal again? I've invested $300 million in Jaylen Brown. JT still, Jason Tatum is still the face of the team.
Yeah.
Am I gonna keep giving y'all guys money so y'all could just not make the past the first round? So this is Game 6 like Golden State did with OKC, but Game 7 for Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum to see if that dynamic duo is one of the greatest of all time. Okay. So that pressure's on
I love that
today.
perspective, but if I'm playing devil's advocate, would you give them till next year to figure that part out because of JT coming back from injury in February, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and we've seen glimpses of him playing well. But it's hard to gel and all that.
He didn't get to play a full season.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So I love your take, but I would go into next season with that. Because you won the chip, but then last year I got bounced out. One could say, well, we lost our superstar in one of the games. I know and I love Boston fans because they never use that excuse. Any Boston fan I know never use that excuse. They're like, nah, we lost. Because we should never even lost game 1 or 2 at the crib.
Yep.
So that's why I respect that. But then this year, you was without Jason Tatum for 70% of the season for the most part. And then you still gotta, when he did come back, we all know you gotta get your wind up. You gotta get into the flow of things. JB was the man. So do you give the end of last year's playoffs, this playoff, and next year, and then say what you say? If they don't at least get to the Eastern Conference Finals or Finals.
So they should have just had JT out for this whole season. And that's
a fair point.
If we get a chance later on, I want to talk about that with Patrick Mahomes. I don't think he should play next season, but I'll talk about that another time.
Yeah, when we get to
if that's the case, you should have shot him out this whole season and just play with JB and build around him. But yeah, JT came back. He showed who he is. This is playoffs now. This is not to be. It don't matter what happened if you were injured or not. If you were playing in the playoffs and you come up short, people are going to critique him, especially a player like JT. We're going to say on that one, Denver Nuggets, y'all shocked me, actually.
Yeah.
That was disgusting.
You can't lose without Ant-Man. You can't lose without Dante.
This is called the NBA Madness, apparently, when that went down, because Anthony Edwards went down. What's his name? Dante went down, and y'all still came.
And they had Ayo was out, who just had a great game. He was out, too, the last game.
And that's why I say Jokic is...
This hurts his stock?
Jokic is overhyped as of right now. He's not who people claim he's to be. I'm sorry. When I compare the greats, the Steph Currys, the LeBrons, who else they be saying Jokic is there with, the Kevin Durant's. I mean, I don't want to bring Kevin Durant. He's also a person that shocked me too. I don't believe he was really injured. That's just my take, but he's not there yet. And we wish him nothing but the best in a future season, but that was an upset.
You think that hurt his stock?
Absolutely.
Jokic?
Absolutely. Okay. He's not an all-time great yet. based on that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Are y'all going? He's still a top 10 player.
I feel like
of all time. I never said that.
Yeah,
I never
top
said
20.
that.
Let's go top 20.
Top 20,
Possibly.
Yes, we never
Possibly.
seen nothing like him. But when we talk legacy, does this season hurt his
That
stock?
hurts.
Yeah, of course,
That
because
hurts, bro. You're not
because
gonna get bumped.
if you are what you're saying, I understand what you're saying. If you
Dominant
are
player.
one of the top best players ever, you cannot lose to a Minnesota team that doesn't have Ant-Man, Dante, like the way you guys did. And Rudy has something to do with that. That's supposed to be, as Shaq would say, barbecue chicken, right? And if you affect the game, rebounding, passing, and scoring,
Yeah.
and the numbers are there, you and your team is there. I mean, they didn't have Aaron Gordon, I'll give them that, but they had you, right? Like Minnesota, if they lost, they could say, "Yo, we were missing Ant-Man, which is our best player, one of the best players in the league." Yeah, but you was there, and you're a big, you control the floor, and kind of like the way they punked you too, like
Yeah,
Jaden
come
McDaniel
on,
pushing
bro.
you,
Come on.
and Julius Randle and them getting inside in the paint and all that. Like, yeah, bro. Because one could say, well, he still put up numbers. Well, yeah, they were like kind of empty calories though, because they obviously didn't impact winning. You guys got bounced.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
I don't like him yet. I'm not putting him in my all-time.
I won't say they totally lost because of him, but I'm not
No.
mad at what you're saying.
That's a big role.
Yeah. No, when you're the man,
Yes, it falls on you no
It
matter
falls on
what.
you. It falls
And
on
that
you.
brings me to the
Falls on
greatest player that people don't want to say is better than Jordan, LeBron James. I'm sorry for disrespecting you. I'm sorry. I should have never went against you. What you have done, not only in this series, but to the league is different. Like, the fact you're 41 years old, still playing at this level, and beat a person like Kevin Durant, because what Kevin Durant was doing, you weren't injured. I think he was scared of Braun, because you know playoff Braun is a different type of person. That brings me to my point how LeBron James still making them closings that he might be better than Mike Jordan. I'm sorry, y'all. He's getting...
That's an long-lasting barbershop debate.
Yeah, that's never gonna
Because
it's who you ask. It's who you ask.
what else do you want him to do? Get two more rings? Look what he's doing, yo. By himself. Yeah. I know other players play. This is LeBron James.
No, Luka's out.
No Luka. No Austin Reeves. I mean, Austin Reeves
AR was
back.
out for
Come on,
he just got back.
And what he's doing at a high level. I don't know what's going to wear him down this next couple of series, but shout out to you, LeBron. You are.
So you think him playing longer helps his case
Absolutely.
when they have the legacy talk?
At a high level,
Yeah,
yes.
definitely.
So it doesn't hurt it?
He's not playing 20 years and not saying now. He's playing 20 years and still a top 3 player in the NBA.
Got it. You're saying it's not like a
He's
decline.
not declining. He's not declining. And I'm going to be very upset, LeBron, if you don't do a farewell tour after this amazing season you did.
How much more he got in him?
I want to play with Bryant James, but I know that's not going to happen. I give him next, where we at? So he's 23 years? So next season should be the last or the year after?
So 2 more, yeah.
I got to go to one of them games, so.
Yeah, same.
Every
Every time I went to
games.
go see LeBron play, he was last minute scratch, bro. So it has to happen.
Yeah, but I'm saying, though, if he
That's
don't
crazy.
give us that farewell tour,
I don't think he wants that though.
That's what I'm
I think
going.
where
That's
he's
what I'm
at.
hearing.
I think where he's at.
He's
and,
good where he's at.
And someone of his caliber, you've earned that right. If you do not want
you
that,
don't want
obviously the NBA would not like that. They would want to give him his flowers, right? Because you can sell teams,
Absolutely.
right? Teams would love that too when he plays on the road. But
Bottom dollar.
if he don't
for them.
want that, I get it. I get it. Tim Duncan didn't want that. You
Right.
saw Tim Duncan just,
Right, yeah.
fade
walk
off.
away, yeah.
Again, 2 different players, of course, right? In terms of notoriety, but I'm just saying, like, if I think as an athlete, as an artist, if you just fade away and you've given it all you've got, especially we're talking about LeBron James at that magnitude, you've earned that right, bro. Like, I don't think it's necessary, you do a farewell tour, but the fans, the league, business, I'm sure they would disagree with me, but yeah.
I think, LeBron, you making that case for me that you are better than Jordan. I know Jordan might have been bigger than you as far as worldwide, but as a player, I think you might. I know Jordan got more rings than you. I think he's a better winner. But as a player, I think LeBron James making that case.
Yeah,
I don't know. Y'all have never seen this before, yo. I had never seen this before. That's probably because I'm still too young.
Yeah.
And the old heads like to say Mike did that.
We didn't
Right,
live the
right.
Mike. We
Yeah,
lived
we
the
didn't live that
LeBron
era,
era.
so.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel
But
you.
Mike playing with the Wizards, I know for sure wasn't putting 35 and being Kevin Durant in the first round. Kevin Durant, Kevin Durant's another one. I'm about to call him a Jokic.
Go easy on him.
I'm gonna call him a
man.
Jokic. I'm gonna call him a Jokic if he keep it up. Yo, how you get injured in practice like that? What you really believe that?
He's
Or you think he was scared of Braun?
I think he was just being cautious, to be honest. Like, he know the team he had. That's why he did just like, you know what, I'm gonna just call it. Which I don't like, because I'm a big Kevin Durant fan. That's one of my favorite players. So I don't like how he went around that way. He's probably not gonna tell us that or ever say that, but you could tell he was being cautious. He was like, okay, I got a couple more years in me. There's no point in risking it, knowing that the team I have. And it's like, especially stuff went on with the Twitter stuff a couple months ago. So from what I heard recently, the locker room didn't like gel well with that burner account situation. That didn't really help.
Yeah, that didn't help the team camaraderie.
So yeah, you could tell like something was going on there. So he was like, you know what, I'm gonna just call it, just go with the injury route, and that's it.
Okay, yo, I know we were gonna close up with basketball. Durant did the burner account, by the way, but we talk about it another time when I have more evidence. But with basketball, who y'all think gonna win the finals? I like still Boston if they could get the job done tonight. I think Boston can do it. If they win tonight, they're in good shape to be SGA. I don't think the Spurs are gonna be SGA. So Celtics versus OKC for me. What about it for y'all?
Me, I like Spurs Knicks cup rematch.
Wow.
I think obviously, Minnesota advanced, but I think they're gonna run into the Spurs who are young and hungry. They got Wemby back, so yeah, it'll get like that. OKC and the Lakers, I got the Thunder advancing. I don't think it's gonna be such an easy series as people think. Because if Luka does come back, that is Luka Doncic. Like, let's not forget.
Yeah, no.
But I think OKC just has a little more, right? Where as the Lakers, you gotta kind of rely on
no Jay Williams though.
Yeah. Yeah, but
and I think that's gonna.
But the 2-time MVP I think is gonna be
and the role players that they got,
and they just get after it. Like the thing is, what people don't speak about the Thunder is their defense, bro.
Their defense.
Yeah. Like if you watch that Sun series, oh my God, they were just ball hawking everything. Like they got literally like points off turnovers like it was nothing, right? And then I think when they meet the Spurs, I think the Spurs are now ready for them. That's just my take. I think Wemby has to outplay everyone, and I think he will. And then the Knicks, I think if they bounce, they've advanced. I think they'll bounce out whoever they play next. Not an easy series, but they'll do it. And then whoever they face on that side, whether it's Detroit, Orlando, Cleveland, or Toronto,
that series also
I think they got enough. I think the Atlanta series woke them up, so now they won't play with folks. Now when they play the Spurs, it get dicey there. But I think that's my finals matchup.
Oh, so you think they beating Boston Celtics?
Yeah, I think they beat Boston. Shoot too many threes for me.
So they're not like Golden State. It's not gonna go.
Yeah, no, they just rely on it and they don't have to. So it's kind of like you don't want to do that against the Knicks because they're gonna get the MSG crowd in it, right? That's more possessions for the Knicks.
They got defenders.
They can slow the game down. They got defenders. Yeah. They got Cat they can go to as long as he keeps hooping. And yeah, like I think it'll just get dicey. If I'm the Knicks, I'm watching how Embiid is impacting the series, right? If they end up advancing Boston. And I'm using Cat in that manner. I'm not saying they're the same player. I'm just saying I use them in that manner. And then I got JB that still you got to answer for. And then Bridges has come along. I love what Josh Hart does to the game. OG Anunoby has been the best Knick this postseason. He's been balling out. So that's what I'm saying.
Finally woke him up.
And remember, he's a champion. So he knows what it takes to advance in the playoffs. So that's why I like the Knicks, And I think now they're taking it more serious. Like the last couple of years has been like, okay, they've advanced this round. But now they're like, nah, we should have been in the finals. We should have beat Indiana last year, So now it's on us. So
they got them or they out of here next year.
And I don't think they fear Boston because the element of them beating them last year.
They beat them last year. So we could do this.
So it's not that over the hump that I think it would be versus when they play the Pacers again in the future. Who they lost to twice in the playoffs since JB's been there, right? So yeah, that's what I think. That's my finals prediction. What about you?
It's gonna be out of OKC or the Spurs. I would say the Spurs in the West.
Okay.
In the East, Boston. I think they do it tonight. The role players gonna show up. TD Garden behind them.
Both like Boston.
Yeah.
I like Boston.
Why you like Boston?
Cause they proven. I feel like this series for them, is a little bit more like Jekyll and Hyde, like I was saying earlier for that other team. For the Knicks, basically. I just think they know how to figure it out. Missoula, he know how to turn that. He know how to turn the switch.
Man.
He just know how to turn the switch. And they at home is like, I don't see them really unless someone gets injured. I don't want that to happen, But that's the only way I can see them losing.
What is JT's status? Like when you saw the calf, like what do you think he is?
Force him to play. He's getting $300 million.
It could probably
no. I'm not saying that. And I think it's that. But what I'm saying is like is it really is it cramp or is it injury and he's masking?
You got a dehydration.
Yeah, maybe yeah.
Well, let's hope.
We're gonna see tonight.
I hope he's good.
But in closing, Thank you, gentlemen. I know we could have got tapped in.
One more
RJ
topics.
Barrett, that was a Kawhi Leonard shot. We speak about another time. Come on, James Harden and Donovan Mitchell. That was a bad shot.
They can't
James
lose
Harden, but
they can't lose to
it is what it is. But yo, thank you guys for coming out.
Another episode.
I know another episode goes by
Thank
so
you for
fast.
thank you for having us again. Shout out to
We
to
jump
B,
right into
The
it.
Bryant Rondo show.
We jump right into it again. You know, I just want to thank y'all for coming up here talking. And I didn't really get into that Michael Jackson movie like I wanted to, yo. If
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
Go watch it, and then we gonna tap in. There's some things I want to talk about as far as parenthood. How that shit blew my mind. But other than that, Bryant Rondo Show episode 14. We out of here.
Peace.
See you next week.